I love affordable makeup. I do not think that you need to be spending loads of money on premium and high-end beauty to look or feel your best. That being said, a lot of affordable makeup is just not worth it. So let's do a full face of my affordable, almost empty makeup, and I will let you know what's worth it or not. Hi everybody, my name is Shanara. Welcome to my channel. I love all things beauty, but on a budget. If that sounds like a bit of you, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, and let's become baddies on a budget. Starting off with brows, and I'm using the Brush Up Your Brow soap from Beauty Bay. As you can see, it's almost gone, and I do not know how much this retails for. I think somewhere around like £4, £5, £6, somewhere around that mark. But don't buy it. Don't buy it. I don't even have thick brows, but you will see throughout this video, they just don't hold my brows up. You will literally see my brows start to fall just in this video, so they have no longevity for a full day. Next, would I be using anything else other than the MUA primer? This is the MUA Grip Fix with hyaluronic acid. This retails for £5.50 and 100%. It's a yes from me, 100% no-brainer. I think this is like my 5th bottle of this stuff, tube of this stuff, whatever we're calling this. This is my 5th one. And MUA is one of those brands that, because they're exclusive to Superdrug, you can usually get them on like 3 for 2 or like Superdrug points card prices. So even though it's £5.50, you can actually get it for cheaper most of the time. And in fact, like, see how this one's almost done. I have another one ready to go for when I finish this one because I love this stuff so much. Next, we're going with brows. And this is the Primer 3-in-1 Brow Pencil. Pencil, a spoolie, and a powder. And I'm going to use the pencil today because look how long I have to twist for in order to get product out. That's it. That's all that's left. Put it back in before I break it. So this product retails for £3, so you're actually only paying £1 a product because you get 3 products for £3. Yeah, sure, Primark isn't drugstore, but it does obviously fall in that bracket of like affordable makeup. Because it's got the 3 sides, it's so versatile in how you want to do your brows. But obviously if you use like the powder or the spoolie, you can get like more dramatic brows, or you can get more fluffy brows. It's literally only £3. And then also, I think because it's 3 products in one, it's going to take you longer to use all 3. So you're only paying £3. And if you use all 3 products, this is going to last you ages. Today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lumi Matte. And if you can see in, she's got this much left. Now, the reason I have a love-hate relationship with this foundation is because the finish is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's just a stunning product. And also, that colour match, look at that colour match like right off the bat. In my opinion, Maybelline make the best, literally the best complexion products on the drugstore. But my problem with this is I found it oxidised. Nobody else in the whole entire world has mentioned that it oxidizes, but on me, it 100% oxidizes. Starts out this gorgeous, gorgeous colour match. In like a couple of minutes, it's a completely different colour. So I have to use the MUA Lumi base, and I just take a dot in the middle, mix it in, so it changes like the colour to a lighter colour, and then also changes the formula a bit, I guess. And that way I find it doesn't oxidize. I think it is an absolutely gorgeous foundation, but if you're gonna buy it, in my opinion, do not buy your actual shade. Buy a shade lighter because it will oxidize. But then I also think that Maybelline have so many good complexion products that don't oxidize. So the fact that in order to make this work for me, I have to mix it with something else and buy another product makes it not worth it. And I'd say like stick with the Maybelline Skin Tint. It's a really nice product, so I'm a bit like 50-50. Also, I think I'm a genius because the finish, when you mix these 2 products together, is absolutely stunning. So it's a happy accident, it's a happy coincidence that they just happen to look really good together, but I shouldn't have had to mix them in order to make this product work for me. It should just, you know, not work. It should just work. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Audi Luminous Filter. You can't really tell, but it's literally like down here. This is actually a foundation, and I believe it's supposed to be a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury one. As a foundation, it's one of my favourite foundations ever. This shade is just slightly too dark for me, so I use it as a bronzer, and I think these retail at around $5.99. But honestly, if you can get your hands on this stuff as a foundation, as a bronzer, as whatever you can get your hands on it, I would 100% recommend it. Like I just said, is literally £6. One of my favourite foundations ever. You see how easily and beautifully that just blended into my skin. Like, it took me 1 second. And I am a bit tanned now because we're in the British summertime and we just had a heat wave. So it's not particularly the right shade right now. It's still giving what it needs to give, you know? 100% yes from me. Sticking with Audi for liquid blush, and this is their... It just says Sweet Blusher Liquid Blush, and I have 2 shades, Peachy Pink and Lace Pink. I think I'm going to go in with Peachy Pink, and again, you can't tell, but it's about here. I used these every day for about 3 months because they're actually some of the best liquid blushes I've ever used. I think, don't quote me, I think they're supposed to be like a dupe of the Rare Beauty kind of ones, or maybe of the Made by Mitchell ones, but honestly, they blend like a dream. Are you seeing how easy this is blending? It retail literally at £4. I just think Audi need to make their makeup like a permanent feature in their shops because they're really freaking good. And look how easy to build they are. Just added 2 more dots, and again, it's not picking up the makeup underneath, and it just blends so quickly and seamlessly. And it gives like a nice natural sheen. Like, you could easily just leave this like this to have that nice glowy look, which I absolutely love. So definitely a yes from me. For concealer, I'm using the Revolve Super Concealer. As you can see, she's about half finished. Now, I am not a 2 dots of concealer kind of gal. I like to paint my concealer on as if I was painting a wall. Concealer, for me, goes absolutely everywhere and it conceals all my sins. And by sins, I mean lack of sleep. I have absolutely no idea how much this retails for. I'll find out and I'll put it on screen somewhere. And like, while it is a good concealer, like, it's okay, there's nothing particularly wrong with it. It blends quite nicely. I would say don't buy. Why I would say that is just because there are better ones, or ones that I prefer at a similar price point or even cheaper price point that are better. Like the Troublemaker Juno is only like £6 and it's a 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. So if you're getting a concealer shade, you get a foundation amount, but for a concealer price, making it cheaper. And if you like full coverage, then that stuff will give you that full coverage. So really like the one from W7, and I love the one from 17 on like a lighter makeup day. Show you the ones I mean. So these are the 2 I would personally recommend. This one on like fuller coverage days, and this one on more like natural makeup days. So while there's nothing wrong with this concealer, like, look, it's nice. I just think you can get better ones for a similar price, so there's no point in getting this one. I always like to set my creams with a setting spray before I move on to my powders, and this one is from Avon and it retails at about £5. Just a light spritzing. Again, this one I'm like 50-50 on because I think it's really good for like in between steps. So it really is really good at like melting my powders together. It's really good at like giving my powders something extra to cling on to after I've done my creams. But I don't think it has any particularly good staying power. So if you're getting it just to melt all your powders together, then great. But if you're getting it to make your makeup last longer, then it's not worth it, you know? Now, I don't actually have any almost finished loose powders, so I'm just going to use one of my favourites at the moment, which is the Technique Peach Perfector. You can get this directly from the Technique website, but you can also get it from Superdrug online and I think Primark. And I want to say it retails at about £5. I don't know how many grams. Does it say? 10 grams. So smooth and blurring. But it's not almost finished, so it's not part of this video, but I just needed something to put on my face. What is next? Ooh, powder bronzer. This is the mini one from W7, and to be honest, the only reason I'm counting it in this video is because it's so small, it's so quick to get through some. Like, it was obviously full to the top of that foil metal bit. I've used about half of it, which for a bronzer I think is quite good because it's taken me forever to get through the rest of my bronzers because you only use them on such a small part of your face. The W7 Honolulu bronzer. I will say, W7, I love you, but sort out your shade range. What is your shade range? It's so bad. Shade range aside, I like this bronzer because it's got a slight shimmer to it, and I love shimmer, but if you hate shimmer, don't buy this because you won't like it. But would I recommend it? I'm gonna say no, just because the price of the mini one is like only £1 less than the big one. So there's just no point in buying the mini one. You're only saving like £1 or something, and the product is way bigger. So although it's a really good product and I really like it, I would say don't buy the mini because pound for pound is not worth it. Next on to blush, and this is one of my favourite blushes in the world. This is the Primark blush with little flecks of sparkles in it, and as you can see, I love it. I love it so much. Honestly, one of my favourite blushes I've ever used, and it's only £1.50. Actually need to go back to Primark soon and get some more because they have new shades out, and honestly the Primark blushes are, they're some of my favourite. They're literally my, I think, possibly be my favourite affordable blushes, and they're only £1.50. Do you understand how much you have to use a blush for it to look like this? I just love it. I just think it's so stunning. For pressed powder, I am going in with the Maybelline Superstay Pressed Foundation, and I'm actually really sorry to say this, but I don't like it. I don't know what it is, but I just think as soon as it hits my skin, it looks darker. This is clearly my shade, and it's the same shade that I wear in every other Maybelline product. And I even did like their quiz and everything, like did foundation checker, foundation match. So I know this is the right shade. Also, Maybelline, what is this? Why does it come with this flimsy piece of foolishness? Like, I'd rather it didn't come with anything than come with this, because by coming with this, you insinuate that I'm supposed to use this to put on the product. But if you use it to put on the product, as you can see, it just takes all of the oils off your face and goes all gross. So what's the point? I'd rather it be like slightly cheaper and not come with that flimsy piece of foolishness. The Maybelline Superstay powder foundation is a no from me. It's just not my cup of tea. It just, if it works for you, that's great, but it does not work for me at all. To go back to my brows, can you see how in this video this brow has started to drop? I've not even left my house yet. I've not even moved from this spot. I'm just going to go ahead and put on some pressed powder, and I'm just using the matching one to the Technique one we used earlier. Another round of the same Avon setting spray. Like, you'll see what I mean in a second. It really does mesh those powders together and make it look way more skin-like and just more of a natural finish and less powdery. It's just not going to make your makeup last though. For highlighter, I'm using the Max Factor Facefinity blush, but obviously it's a highlighter shade. I would usually use the same brush that I used for my blush to do my highlighter, but I just want to prove a point, so I'm going to use a clean one. Normal highlighter brush, this is what you're supposed to, this is like your average fluffy highlighter brush. I'm going to put a lot. Where's the pigment? Where's the pigment? Like, go ahead and give me nothing. Like, I was swirling in that pan for ages for it to give us nothing. So I'm just going to even it out, even though you know it made no difference. Max Factor is one of the more expensive brands in the drugstore. So while it's not expensive itself, under the drugstore umbrella, it's a higher end drugstore product. So for a higher end drugstore product, I expect you to give me some pigment. So I think for obvious reasons, this is absolutely not. Okay, switching to a TikTok brand. I know you can't get it on the drugstore, but it's incredibly affordable. This is called Rose Glow Cosmetics on TikTok Shop, and I don't remember how much these are, but as you can see from how small it is, she's well loved. This is my second one. Do you know how long, again, it takes to get through a lip liner? This is pretty impressive, and can you see how easily that just went on and see how pigmented it is? It's always good to hype small business. This is their lip gloss, and as you can see by the state of it, it's also well loved. And if you look, it's literally down here. Also, my second one of these, I think this is the chocolate one, and it smells so good. Mascara, I'm almost out of the MUA Loaded Lash XL from MUA. This stuff, I think, to be honest, all waterproof mascaras around this price point, I think this is around $4.50, something like that, are pretty much exactly the same. Is it the best waterproof mascara I've ever used? No. Is it the worst waterproof mascara I've ever used? Also no. Would I recommend it? Yes, but like not more than any other affordable beauty waterproof mascara. Like you can get the W7 one at a similar price point. If you live near like a B&M or a Home Bargains, you can get the Rimmel one and the Max Factor one, also around the same price point. If you want a better one around the same price point, the Barry M Roll Bounce, I think it's about £6, but it's got a much better wand. So similar to the Revolve Concealer, like there's nothing wrong with it, but it just doesn't stand out. Okay, while that dries, because I do not want to go do my setting spray and get that everywhere, I'm going to go do my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, my hair is done, my mascara is dry, and I just added some sparkle from With Love Cosmetics in the shade Golden Hour because my face was not looking nearly sparkly enough. And just to finish off, our setting spray. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Matte, and I don't know if you can hear, it's a goners. I'm not even sure if anything's going to come out, but it sounds like there's still product in it, so I'm going to try and get it out. This retails for $10.99, but if you're on TikTok, it's always on sale for like £5. It also often drops to $7 at Superdrug. You can do it, shake it and do it upside down. Okay, it's not working. I think we have to count this as empty. And for setting spray, I'm using the Brushworks Dewy Setting Spray. And I do think this is discontinued, but you can still get it on like Amazon and eBay. It's about half, just over half done. I certainly like to drench myself in my last setting spray. This stuff, it's another 50-50 because it does look really glowy and dewy, but the dew just doesn't last long enough. For a product called a dewy setting spray, I want the dew to last all day, but it just doesn't. I would say it makes my makeup last longer. I would also, a massive plus is it doesn't stink. It smells, like it doesn't smell nice, but for a setting spray, it smells nice. If it doesn't smell like hairspray, it smells more like, it's like a pomegranate. I think it's got pomegranate in there somewhere. So it's like a fake pomegranate smell. Okay, so that's it dry. And I do think my skin does look lovely and dewy. It's really finished, making it look more skin-like, less makeup-y. And I do like it, but after a couple of hours, it will not look like this. Again, it claims to help set makeup for longer. Does that. Refreshing. Does that. Lightweight formula. Does that. Dewy. Does that. Just not for the longest time. We're finishing on another 50-50, I guess. This is my full face of almost empty drugstore makeup. Let me know what you think. Have you bought these products? Have you tried them? Do you agree with my do buy, don't buy? Let me know. If you like this type of video, please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you next time, sexy mama truckers. Bye.